Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Demon Souls. We are finally going to head to the final Archstone that we have yet to check out, and that is the Archstone of the Chieftain. So this is the Valley of Defilement, Depraved Chasm. This humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken place, attacking those who wander in, hoping to offer their souls to the one woman who showed them compassion. Okay, so we're gonna head. I think we did everything else we needed to before leaving for here. A few more souls and we'll be able to level up again, but we won't have to worry about that for now. So here's our Archstone. Oh, this place looks so cool. I know I've said that like every time we go anywhere, but the thing is, the original game, everything was brown and blood, and this place is still kind of brown, but when you figure literally all color was brown, this is just, oh, it's amazing looking. It's so nice to see some color. And the new animations and just the new character sprites, just everything is fantastic. I missed. Well, I hope he didn't drop an item, because, you know, he's gone now. Oh, this place is gross. Yeah, there's a lot of spots where you can fall here, so you kind of have to be careful. It's a very dangerous area. And it should, if you've ever played Dark Souls, remind you of someplace, because this is the original. Say hello to the original Blight Town. Honestly, I never really was bothered by Blight Town just because I had played Demon Souls, and the Valley of Defilement is just so much worse. Not in a bad way. I've never minded the poison swamps like everyone else hates them. I think they're cool because they're such a drastic change from everything else in the game. Oh crap, is this really a spot that I can't get out of? Oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then to roll off. Yeah, okay. Whoa, that could have been bad. But yeah, like, it's just such a change of pace from everything else in the game that I've never really minded them. It's a nice challenge. But the Valley of Defilement is just so much harder. At least it always was before. I don't know if it still will be. But it just always seemed so much more difficult than just Blight Town. Blight Town, I guess I just never really had a major problem with because it's so early in Demon Souls, in Dark Souls. It's like you get to, oh, those are bugs. I never saw those before. You get to Blight Town real early on. And while the Valley of Defilement technically can be early on here, it has some more challenging portions because, as with anything, there's a second area to it. But I don't know, Blight Town never really had, it had stuff that was attached to it, but it never had a second area. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is that I think that Valley of Defilement is more difficult and also cooler than Blight Town. That's just my opinion. You can take that as you will. I gotta sneeze, so 1 sec. And when I say I had to sneeze, I had sneezed 3 times, and they were horrifying sneezes. Jeez. You know, I gotta say, I'm really lucky to have gotten a PlayStation 5 because... Oh, and we're dead. And there's why Valley of Defilement is so difficult. Oh, crap. Anyway, I feel really lucky to have a PS5 because I heard recently that there is, I guess, a scalper group that has like 2,500 consoles that they're selling to members or something. Like, they're selling them at increased prices for people who become members of their website or something. It's horrible. And I mean, scalpers are always a problem, but I don't know. It just makes me really sad to hear that that many consoles were picked up by people who are just looking to make way too much profit, and then off of people that they're calling their members of all things. They're trying to act like they're doing these people a favor, or that these people mean something to them, and really they don't. So I'm glad I was able to acquire one for myself. Do those stones not fall again? Yes, they do. Maybe? No, maybe don't. Maybe they don't. Huh, okay. The haptic feedback in my controller rumbled, so I thought that stones were falling, but really it was just me stepping on some boards, I guess. I thought I heard a woman scream, but I don't know where she is or why she would have screamed. So I don't know what that noise was, and maybe it was just one of these deprived ones screaming, but I hope no one... I hope I didn't, like, let an NPC or something die that I don't remember. Okay, souls retrieved. That's good. Yeah, I'm not letting this happen again. I learned my lesson. How do I get up to that? Fall from above somehow? No, you... This is always the hard part of Valley of Defilement. Figuring out how to get all the items and stuff. There must be a way up there at some point to get to that item. And I don't know what it is. Or there has to be a ladder somewhere. I don't see one right now. Well, we'll figure it out as we go along. And yes, I know I still need to go back and figure out the second floor of Tower of Latria. Don't worry. I know that. It'll happen eventually. I originally planned on just doing one run-through, but I might actually do as many run-throughs as it takes to platinum the game, because I'm having way too much fun with it. I don't know why I wouldn't take the time to show it all to you. The original reason was because I like to tell these things as a story, so, you know, Xephyr would only be doing this stuff once. But who's to say that the old one doesn't get awoken again after we put him to sleep, after a long period? You know, I don't know if I've mentioned it in... I actually don't know if I've mentioned it in any of the videos. But my character is almost always immortal in the sense that he can die, but he won't die of age or disease generally. And I mean, it makes sense if you look at, like, Demon Souls here, being trapped with the Nexus and everything, being able to die over and over, whatever. That's not necessarily the mechanic that I'm thinking of each time, but usually even when I play something like the Elder Scrolls or whatever, the Xephyr himself is a bit different. He's a different... how do I explain? He's human, but he's like an ancient race of humans that had a type of immortality. And I'd rather go into that in a game where it's more important to the story. But in any case, the point I'm raising is that if I do other playthroughs, it's because a large amount of time has passed and people have made the mistake again of awakening the old one. And so he has to go on the same journey again. And the reason the journey's different is, of course, things are more difficult. So I'm okay with that. So that... Oh, I figured it out. So that's the plan, is that subsequent runs will be in the after time has passed and humans have made the mistake of waking the old one again. I gotta figure out how to do this right. this is the way, right? Yes, okay. So we got a Morningstar. That's nice. Ow! Where'd you come from? The heck were you? You're a dick. I don't like you. Come back here. And drop here. And we push this down. Yes. Widow's Lotus and a Talisman of God. Well, that was not worth it in the slightest. But we did get a Morningstar. And the reason you see a lot of some of the, like the Talisman of God, there's so many of it just lying around, like, why isn't it just in one world? It's because you can do these worlds in any order. The only one that you have to do first is the Gates of Boletaria. You have to beat Phalanx, and then all the others open, and you can go wherever you want, so they spread items out so that you can get... There's duplicates, because if you choose to go to one area before another, you might still need something like the Talisman of God, so they want to make sure those generic items are still available, and that's kind of nice. Morningstar, a hammer with numerous spikes on its circular head, considered a choice weapon among warriors of the faith. An extremely effective weapon that has all the merits of a blunt armament while also causing bleeding from its spikes. Well, I guess since I brought it up and we're talking about it, I figure I guess it does make sense for this game as well, since the plan is to play multiple run-throughs. But my character is from a race that is... go figure, known as dragons. So they're not the same as like the scaly lizard ones, obviously. They were given that name because of their strength and their immortality and their difference from normal humans. And usually in the stories I tell, no one knows which came first, the scaly dragons or the human ones. It's just they're both so ancient, it doesn't really know which race was first. But in any case, that's the race that he's a part of, and that's why he lives so long. Is like, yes, he's human because they are a race of humans. They're just a really ancient race that isn't really around anymore. There's a whole thing that I've thought up where, like, they other people fear them. And actually, now that I think about it, I probably... This could be horrifying. I should use another Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to make sure that we keep darkening it, if anything. I know we'll be beating a boss at some point, but we can always darken it again after. But the whole idea behind the race is that, like, the other human races feared them because of their immortality and things like that, and so there was a lot of persecution against them, and for the most part they didn't want to fight back because they, you know, these other people were humans as well, so that's like their goal wasn't to kill off all the other humans or anything. They didn't want to do that, and they also didn't want to die off. So what they did is they started disguising themselves in a sense, so like they'd kind of fit in with other groups and just live their lives. They'd kind of hide their abilities, and if they needed to, they'd be a bit nomadic and move on when you know, people might start noticing they're not aging. And the other thing about them is because they grouped up with a bunch of... I can't believe that worked. But I'm stuck now, aren't I? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is kind of buggy. I will be right back. I'm gonna try something. Alright, welcome back, everybody. All I did is I saved and exited and loaded back up, and it put me back up here, thank goodness. That item was not worth that potential need to use the Nexial binding. That would have been horrifying. But what I was saying before, so since there's no true, if you've ever studied humanity and all that, there is no real separation of races. We're all one race, and all our skin color and stuff is just based on where we live. So the same thing happened with the dragons, is they were able to fit in because with anywhere, because they could just live in different areas, and over time they evolved just like the other humans that were in those areas, in those regions. So over time, they were kind of forgotten about and thought to have died out, but they didn't necessarily. But even our character doesn't know who is a dragon, who's not, and if he's the last one, if he's not the last one, it's just unknown because they decided to just kind of become a part of the rest of humanity. But he does still carry, like, his parents at least, and his family at least, passed down the history of the dragons, and so he still knows. Ooh, we got something new. He still knows, like, their past and the history of his kind and all that. It's just that he doesn't know if there are others around. At least when it comes to his family's gone now. It's just him, but he knows that there could be other dragons around the world somewhere, just living their lives, and they could be doing the same thing as him, as trying to just be a force of good in the world, and hopefully they're not trying to be a force of evil in the world, but you never know, because just like any other human, they could be. But that's kind of the history of that. Like I said, I for Demon Souls, I hadn't planned on going deeply into that kind of lore. I had planned on doing that for, like, the Elder Scrolls or something. But in the case of here, since we're talking about it, I guess the whole reason he's come here is because his whole goal in life, like, he's a wandering swordsman. He just goes places to try and be a force for good. So when this all happened to Boletaria, he traveled here to help, and his friends sent him with that ring to just kind of wish him luck, and as I mentioned in the first video, to remind him of what he has to return to, so that he can just stay sound of mind and keep that drive to succeed. Faintstone Shard. Shard of cold holy ore that shines dimly. A shard of cold holy ore that emits a faint glow. Reinforces straight swords, axes, hammers, and the like. Imbues weapons with Deific Blessing. Weapons can be reinforced by faint stones up to level 5. A weapon blessed by this ore gradually restores its wielder's HP. I really didn't expect to go into all that character lore in Demon Souls, but it's kind of fun to have. Ew, the ticks are gross in the remake. So these are ticks. They're gross. When you hit them, they lose a lot of blood, or just die. I guess they died. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, those things are disgusting in the remake. They gave them pustules and stuff, whereas in the original, they just were giant red balloons of gross. I think they cause plague if you get hit by them. Most of the stuff here causes plague, honestly, because everyone's sick and dying, and it's horrible. I wish I had a torch so that I could see the things that I'm trying to get to and not fall to my doom. Ooh, Saint's boots, gloves, robe. So that's I am glad I turned around. Oh god, that is Saint Urbane's stuff. You stupid dick, just die. That's Saint Urbane's equipment. Am I safe now? Can I sit here and read stuff? Okay. It's easier to do it this way. Saint's robe. White attire worn by the highest ranking saints on pilgrimages of proselytization. I don't know what that word is. And salvation. Surprisingly tough owing to its multiple layers. And I just realized that when we died, we should have gotten our souls back and left and gone to do our pure white tendency stuff in Boletaria. Whoopsies. Saint's gloves. White attire worn by highest ranking saints on pilgrimages. Yep. So no real different there. Okay, yeah, not different. All right, fair enough. I clearly hear a crystal lizard, but I don't know where it is. Oh, you're an NPC.
You there. Won't you please buy something? My poor child is hungry.
Is her child here? I always wondered, and I could never see it in the original Demon Souls. I don't know if you can actually see your child. I think it's around.
You don't deserve to die, so let me give you some advice. This place buzzes with pastes fattened on a diet of souls. You could do worse than keep some lotuses for protection. The price of survival can never be too high, can it? How many years has it been since that witch Astraya came to this valley with that squid-headed knight? Those ridiculous white robes of hers. I swear I caught her glaring at my son in disgust. Yes, it's true. She's as nasty as they come. And she's a demon to boot. Not that it surprises me.
Years have passed since they came here? That doesn't sound right.
You could do worse than keep some lotuses. The price of some...
Alright, let's see what she got. Late moon grass, full moon grass, noble's lotus, widow's lotus, black pine resin. Ooh, enchants right-hand weapon with strong flames. Natural resin that exudes from black pine trees. Applied to the right-hand weapon to create a temporary flame. Burns more brilliant than ordinary pine resin, but for a shorter duration. Not for use with wooden weapons. Oh, so it's stronger, but lasts less time. Mace. Standard hammer favored by warriors of the faith. Blunt weapons do not rely on blades, are effective against metal armor and hard scales, as well as draining a foe's stamina and breaking their shield defense. Following through with one swing and connecting will land an optimal hit, inflicting more damage than normal. War pick, huh? A hammer designed for thrusting attacks. Really? This hammer is in fact a pickaxe modified for use in battle with a hard beak-like protrusion for piercing hard metal armor in order to deal damage. Following through with one swing and connecting will land an optimal hit, inflicting more damage than normal. Ah, the halberd. The standard pole weapon, a highly versatile weapon that performs similarly to an axe. Pole weapons can sweep multiple targets in a single swing, but are difficult to handle and require both strength and dexterity to wield properly. Talisman of God, rotten arrows. A unique arrow with a septic arrowhead. It causes the areas grazed on the target to rot off. To use arrows, a bow must also be equipped. So this just causes tons of poison damage. Ooh, she sells stones of ephemeral eyes and grass jelly. A local recipe of various medicinal herbs. Recovers some of the user's HP over time. Has a mild, slightly bitter taste. Mail coif. A hood of fine chainmail. Resistant to slashing attacks, it remains a favorite amongst warriors of the faith. Its weight slightly slows stamina regeneration. Armor of fine chainmail. A favorite amongst warriors of the faith. Okay. And hard leather boots. Ooh. I'm sorry, which are different. Made without metal, but still provide robust defense. A favorite amongst warriors of the faith. Alright. But she doesn't have anything I want.
Curses. I wasted my breath on you. Did that witch send you to torment me?
She really doesn't like Astraya. Let's see. Sorry, my headphones got caught in my controller, so I was trying to get them out. It took a moment. Ah, plague rats. I forgot about this. These things are horrifying. Mainly because there's no, well, they cause plague, for one. But there's no poise, so if they keep attacking you, it kind of blows. Alright, takes care of that. What do you got for me? Crescent moon grass. It looks like there's two paths we can take. There's that crystal lizard, or crystal gecko, whatever you want to call it. It was down below where we were. Is there a way over there? We might have to go back up, maybe? There's got to be a way to drop. Oh yeah, there's a bridge that you create. So you fall down there and then you create a bridge. All right, we're going to go up. Actually, let's do this first. Let's try and kill it with our bow from here so it doesn't run. And then we'll drop over there. All right. Hopefully we don't die on the way down there. Did we go over this way? I don't think we did, so we'll go there next. I almost fell because I'm not paying attention. Jeez. come out over. Wait. Yeah. No. What? Ah! No, 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 no. Something's not right here. I don't think I should have killed that crystal lizard now. Let's come down here. So we need to fall down there. Do we really need to fall from up above? Let's go exploring again. Finding the right way to do this stuff is semi-difficult. Is there really somewhere we're supposed to fall from up here, maybe? Well, that's not right, because there's the building. Just puts me here. I should not have killed that crystal gecko. My thought was, oh, I'll just run across and it'll be fine, but now I'm not figuring out how to get over there. Because that's where we need to be. Guess let's go over here first. See if we can find anything. Oh, I did come over here. It looked like there was a way to drop down. Looks like... shoot. Should not have killed that crystal gecko, because I have no idea how to get over there now. Clearly there's that, which would be knocked down once you get over there. Can't, unless there's something up above that can break. Yeah, no. Okay. I guess let's keep moving forward and see what happens. But that kind of sucks. I wasted a crystal gecko because I thought I'd be able to get over here, but I can't. Alright. Has to be a way. I think I figured it out. This is extremely dangerous, though, and there's a high probability I'll just straight die, but we'll give it a shot. Of course. Okay, Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, which is nice. Alright. Just gotta watch for more enemies and hope they don't push me off the freaking ledge. Faint Stone Shard times 3. I feel like that I deserved more off of that than what I got. Destroyed Warrior Soul. And another stupid tick. Those things are gross. Destroyed Warrior Soul. Oh, where are these guys coming from? Alright, now we got that path across. I don't even want to deal with you. Let's just... Thank you. These are gross. Blessed Mace +1. Nice. We already read the Mace, so we don't have to worry about it. It just has health regen on it and does magic damage. I believe that's all it does. Yeah, it scales... Oh, it scales with faith, but it does magic damage as well as physical damage, and it has health regen on it. That's all. Well, I'm glad we figured that out. That makes me happy. We need to keep moving forward. Here's all those stupid rats we killed. Oh, crap. Say hello to the giant depraved one. Oh, that was a lot less bad than I expected. But these things are horrible because they're gigantic, and you almost always fight them on these tiny little platforms, and they use a giant club, so if they hit you, you go flying off. Okay. Ugh, more ticks. Marrowstone chunk. Marrowstone chunk or shard. Chunk of very thin, sharply pointed ore. A chunk of very thin, sharp ore reinforces daggers, thrusting swords, spears, and the like, used to craft close-range stabbing weapons favorable for critical strikes. Weapons can be reinforced by Marrowstone up to level 5. Considered to be a crystallized form of minerals present in human blood. Got another giant depraved one there. Ow! Come here, buddy. Oh god, they sound so horrifying because they've, oh jeez! Because they, are panting constantly. As you can see, they, kind of don't stagger at all. These things are probably some of the most difficult enemies in the game. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Thank you. That's helpful. I hear another one. Must be below me. Is that a slug on the wall? That is a slug on the wall. Gross. Full moon grass times 3. And fog door. Oh, boss fog. Oh, it wasn't a slug, it was a leech. Oh. Oh, crap. Well, we're at Leechmonger. I didn't realize we were at the boss already. I know I'm not safe up here. I want to equip turpentine and black turpentine. Where the heck are you? Pine resin. And we probably don't need that. Where's black pine resin? I know I got one. Where is it? Where? Oh, wait, no. She carried it, but I didn't buy any. That's right. Okay. Alright, so this is the Leechmonger. It is just an amalgamation of leeches. Oh, what? Where did that come from? I think the only way to get these things off is fire. Yeah, there we go. I have no idea if the fire actually did that or if that was just timing, but... Okay, we made it to him. Oof. Oof. Ow. Dear Lord. This is brutal. I don't remember this being so brutal. Oh, it was healing. I remember it heals, but I don't remember what causes it to heal. I think it's from the leeches on me. Ow. Just die. We almost lost there. That attack hurt. Alright. That takes care of the Leechmonger. Crescent moon grass times 2. Ooh, there's an item over there, too. Well, I guess let's grab our Archstone real quick. Writhing Demon Soul. Soul of the Leechmonger Demon. Alright. How are we doing on items? Ooh, we need to head back. Okay. We also have a lot of souls, so it'll probably be good to head back and level up. Suckerstone shards. Suckerstone shard. Shard of blood-sucking ore clings to skin. A shard of blood-sucking ore that clings to the skin reinforces curved swords, katanas, and the like. Suckerstone imbues weapons with bloodletting effect. Weapons can be reinforced by Suckerstones up to level 5. Also, I'm pretty certain bleed... I was wrong. I'm pretty certain that bleed in this game just acts like poison. You lose health over time. Whereas in the newer games, the newer Souls games, it is where when it builds up, you lose a ton of health at once. Swamp of Sorrow. Archstone of the Leechmonger Demon. All that is unclean ends up in the giant swamp at the base of the Valley of Defilement. The swamp is a cesspool of putrelage, vermin, and plague. Alright, well, we'll go back to the Nexus here real quick. Yeah, I really should have gone and done our pure white tendency stuff when we had died there, because now we have to wait even longer. Which kind of stinks. Oh well.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Sweet, we got endurance to 25. That was my next goal. Then I think we're going to take vitality to 20.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. Art thou finished? May thy strength help the world be mended.
How are we? Equip burden at 42%. I wonder if we can wear our helmet yet. Probably not.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. Don't let them take it from you.
Trying. Oh, we can. We can wear our helmet and still have the fast roll. Nice. Very good.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry.
All right.
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Trying to think of where we can go that, like, I don't want to necessarily end yet, but I kind of do because, yeah, I think we'll end here. Because the next video we're going to be heading into the Valley of Defilement further. Which is going to be horrifying. I will say that now. And, oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, there is one thing I do want to spend souls on. We need a shard of Archstone.
Well, we've long been acquainted, so I'll give you a good price, eh?
Archstone shard. Thank you.
Nice stuff, eh? Come again, then. I'll be awaiting.
Right, so in the next video, we'll go back to the Valley of Defilement, and I'm sure we'll die. And when we die, we'll go do the Pure White Tendency events in Boletarian Palace. And then we'll probably be continuing Valley of Defilement and working it towards Pure Black while we try and finish getting through the area. As with what we did in Stonefang Tunnel, we need to get to Pure Black before we take on the next boss. And it's one of the worst places to have Pure Black. It is really difficult when it's in Pure Black. And I think it's got one of the hardest Pure Black events as well. So there's going to be a lot of rough times going on there. So look forward to the fun that entails. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos. And of course, you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. I've also left my Twitch and Twitter links in the description. That way you can check out those platforms if you're interested. However, that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching. And as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.